Previously on RV'n and ATV'n.
Are we headed south?
No, we're heading north. Do we need to go south? There was two ways.
Don't.
Huh?
Why are we heading north? Which way are we headed on this map, Dave? I don't know.
I don't either.
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel RV'n and ATV'n, and I'm Dave. This is part 3 of our Ontonagon adventure in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, Falls and Agate Falls. Now there's so many waterfalls in this area, but unfortunately we only had time to check out 2. So after an adventurous ride in the side-by-side to get there, we finally got to see some of Michigan's amazing scenery. But real quick, if you could hit that subscribe, like, and share, and then leave a comment, we greatly appreciate it. And now let's get to the falls. After a few hours of road and trails, we made it to Falls. The falls are listed by the state of Michigan as Falls Scenic Site. There is a main parking lot, but I believe you have to have a Michigan Recreation Pass to park in that parking lot. The base of Falls is a short 5-minute walk from there. Follow the paved trail to the 600-foot boardwalk to one of the 6 viewing locations. The boardwalk and main view deck are wheelchair accessible. Pets on a leash are also welcome, and a picnic area with grills, picnic tables, and vault toilets is located near the trailhead. Free roadside parking is also available near the Falls Outpost on Falls Road. However, this access point is not wheelchair friendly. It's located at the top of the falls, and you'll need to follow the trail and take the steps down to the base of the falls to reach the viewing deck. It's recommended to get there early because it does get busy. Here Charlie and Mo try to make a friend. Dude's like, nope. The park is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. We're at about the halfway point here, but it's pretty cool just how close you can get to the water. You can actually walk right up to the river. Falls is on the middle branch of the Ontonagon River, a few miles east of Paulding in Haight Township in southern Ontonagon County. The site is near U.S. Highway 45 in the western portion of the Upper Peninsula. Here we're coming up to the section of steps, and there's already quite a few people there. So I just went over to check out the top of the main falls. The steps are narrow, and they are pretty steep, and they are a little slippery, so you just gotta take it slow. This is about halfway down the falls, and this observation deck was boarded up, but you could really feel the power and the rush of the water. We finally made it to the bottom of the steps and onto the boardwalk. You can actually walk down to the bottom of the falls and get a pretty spectacular view. Here Sharon tried to make a friend, dude was like, no. And of course the boys had to just get in the water. Now we're making our way to the end of the boardwalk. Here you get a nice full view of the falls, and it's pretty spectacular. And before we make the long hike back, it's time for a selfie. And now the long climb back up. Sharon and the boys always had to wait for me.
I seriously think, folks, Sharon took out insurance policy on me. Do all this hiking. This hiked another 75 miles uphill both ways. Hi, how you doing?
Well, I made it through the first leg of the hike back, only to encounter more steps.
Okay, so I made it the first leg of the trip.
hiking trip. I got a whole bunch of steps we gotta do here. Let me catch my breath. A bug in my eye. I get through these steps. I made it. Thank goodness. I was worried about that. Alright, we'll see you on the next day. Oh, more steps, hang on. Oh man. Hang on a second. Get my breath.
Sharon made a quick stop in the outpost, and then we jumped into side by side to make our way to Agate Falls. We took off back on Falls Road, and then we found some pretty cool trails. And then we found the main trail to Agate. And when we came to this bridge, we didn't expect this.
Oh man, oh wow. There's the falls.
The bridge goes right over Agate Falls, so we found a place to park to check it out. Agate Falls is a Michigan State scenic site just outside of Bruce Crossing on M28. This is one of the largest and most impressive waterfalls in Michigan. The provided outlooks and trails are somewhat limited though. There is an observation deck, which we didn't know about, or you can check it out from the old train trestle, which is now part of the ATV and snowmobile trails. But Sharon found it to be a great place to take the boys for a walk. So after a nice break taking in the falls, it started to rain even though the sun was shining. That was our cue to load up and head out for the long trip back to Ontonagon. But not before we made one more ride across the bridge, over and back, to check out the falls one last time. Since it was starting to get late, we had a pretty long ride ahead of us, and we had some tired puppies. We decided to take a different route. We headed to Bruce Crossing, caught the highway, and pretty much took that all the way back to Ontonagon into the campground. Ontonagon has a dedicated section of the bridge for ATVs, so you don't have to drive on the road. Then a connector trail to River Road and right to the campground. After a long day, we finally made it back to camp. Man, what a day. A lot of riding, some pretty cool waterfalls and scenery. So this is part 3 of our Ontonagon adventure. Part 4 will be our 230-mile round trip to Hurley, Wisconsin. So we hope you check that out. So now, it's a white dog rating. We give this ride 2 white dogs, a map, and one of these dog carts to haul my butt on these hiking trails. I'm Dave for Sharon, Mo, and Charlie. Thanks for watching.